Hi all, let's see how Agentforce Vibes works. I will give these instructions here. Create custom object. Object name is leave request. These are all the fields. First name, last name, email, start date, end date, total days, status, which is a pick list field, and the description. Let's select plan here. Click on enter. Now you can see. So it will generate the metadata XML files here for us, for object, for fields, for page layout, for tab, and also for the profile or permission set. So these are all the metadata XML files which will be added here. This is for object, these are for fields, and these are for the layout, page layout, and these are for the permission set to give access to that leave request object. And it will also create the tab as well. So you can also see it is asking a few questions. It's asking for the confirmation name, field type, auto number, was this text, defaulted to auto number unless you prefer text. And if you want to update the OWD, you can make it to private or public, whatever it is, you can give it here. And let's say I just want to say name field type, keep it as auto number, keep it auto number. Let's click on enter. Yeah. Now let's change to act mode. Now let's see what happens. So you can see it is automatically creating the metadata XML files here. So it's now creating the leave request metadata XML file with all the details. Now it's creating first name. Similarly, last name. And email. If you see email required is marked as true because we said make email as required. Start date of type date. End date. This is total days field. Now it's creating the status pick list field with all these pick list values. Now it's creating description field. Now it's creating the page layout. It is creating the tab. Now the permission set. And you can see this message task completed. So these are all the things metadata XML files which has been created. If I open this here, so you can see this is the object field request and these are all the fields. And we also have one permission set, we also have one tab, and we also have one page layout. And I'll say deploy it to default or let's see what it does. So you can see it is executing this command. And if there are any errors in the deployment, right, so Agentforce will automatically resolve that errors and retry the deployment. So if you see there are some errors actually, and Agentforce is automatically deploying, fixing the errors and redeploying the metadata again. Now again there is a error in the permission set. Again it's retrying it. I mean it is fixing the permission set and it is retrying the deployment. Yeah. Now you can see deployment is completed successfully, and these are the components which got created. One is the leave request object and the custom tab, the custom fields and the permission set as well. And you can see here task has completed. These are the deployed components. And now we can assign that permission set and open app launcher, and you can see these are giving the instructions as well. One thing we can also notice here is, so whatever the permission set which got created, right? Leave request access. So here it automatically assign that permission set to my user here. So this is my user. So it automatically assign this permission set to my user. Also, I noticed one thing here in the permission set which got created here. So the tab access is missing here. So what I'll do is I'll give one message here, give tab access as well in permission set and click on enter. Now you can see it's giving the tab access, tab settings to visible, and it will deploy the tab to the org now. I mean, it will deploy the permission set to the org. And you can see the permission set is deployed successfully with the new changes. Now let's create a trigger as well. So I'll say create a trigger on leave request object. When a leave request total days is greater than 5, set status to pending manager approval. Otherwise, set status to approved. Let's enter, click on enter. So now it's creating the handler class first. Here you can see, and it is creating the trigger as well. So this is the trigger. It's also creating the meta XML file for both Apex class and the trigger. Now it started deploying, and here you can see it created trigger handler class and also the leave request trigger. And you can see on the left hand side task has completed. So it created the Apex class and also the leave request trigger. Now let's test the functionality. I'll open leave request tab here, click on new. I'll give some first name, last name and email. By default status picklist value is draft, and give some start date, some end date, and total days I'll keep it as maybe I'll give the end date as November 1st. Total days I'll keep it as 30 and click on save. And you can see here because total days is greater than 5, right? That is the reason status has been updated to pending manager approval because of the trigger which is there on the leave request object. Let's clone this record. So I'll keep the status as a draft. This time I'll reduce the total days to 2. I'll update the end date as well and click on save, and let's see what happens. Now you can see as the total days is less than 5, right? So the status is updated to approved. And if I go to developer console, so this is the trigger which got created, which runs on before insert and before update. And this is the handler class which got created. If the total days is greater than 5, it is updating the status to pending manager approval, else it is approving. So it is marking the status as approved.